Biology lessons مع دكتور هناء. Today inshallah we will solve with each other combined science paper 2 June 2024 variant 2 biology part. Question 1. The diagram shows a typical plant cell. Which part of the cell controls the movement of materials into and out of the cell? Let's revise the label of this palisade cell. A is cell membrane, B cell wall, C permanent sap vacuole, D nucleus. So which one of these labels that able to control the movement of materials in and out? Yes, which is cell membrane, so the correct answer is A. Question 2. Molecules can move from one area to another by diffusion. Which statement applies to diffusion? A partially permeable membrane is needed for diffusion to happen, or diffusion can only happen when a substance is in a solution in water, or molecules can only enter or leave living cells by diffusion, or molecules move by diffusion down a concentration gradient. Is it the presence of the partially permeable membrane is a condition for diffusion? No, so we will eliminate A. Diffusion can only happen when a substance is in a solution in water. No, it is not necessary. Maybe happen in a gaseous state, maybe for other liquids. So not only, so we will eliminate B. Molecules can only enter or leave living cells by diffusion, maybe in a living cells or not. So not only in a living cells. So molecules move by diffusion down concentration gradient from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. So the correct answer is D. Question 3. Biological catalysts speed up reactions. So what is another name of biological catalysts? Antibodies, enzymes, fatty acids, hormones. So the correct answer is, bravo, is enzymes. Which row is correct for photosynthesis in a leaf? So we have to revise the word equation for photosynthesis, which is water plus carbon dioxide that produces glucose and oxygen. Where we can find this chemical reaction? We find it in a palisade mesophyll or upper epidermis? No, in upper epidermis cannot, because does not contain any chloroplast. So it happens in a palisade mesophyll as it contains chloroplast. And then we have to search about the products. We need the products to be glucose and oxygen. So the first choice is here water and carbon dioxide, so not accepted. So if you concentrate well about the last choice, which is C, water plus carbon dioxide produces glucose and oxygen that happens in palisade mesophyll. So the correct answer is C. Question 5. Which type of molecule is starch, carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin? So which one of them? Yes, bravo. The correct answer is A. Question 6. Chemical digestion starts in the mouth and continues throughout the length of the alimentary canal. What is a sequence of 3 organs in the alimentary canal where chemical digestion occurs? Esophagus, gallbladder, liver, or esophagus, stomach, small intestine, or small intestine, gallbladder, large intestine, or small intestine, stomach, and esophagus? So if you concentrate well, so we can find it esophagus, stomach, then small intestine. So the correct answer is B. Question 7. How are mineral ions transported around the human body? Attached to antibodies? No, it is not attached to the antibodies. Attached to hemoglobin? No. Dissolved in blood plasma? Yes. Inside blood platelets? No. So the correct answer is C. Which row correctly lists the feature of gas exchange surface in animals? The presence of larger surface area. Yes, we need it to be large surface area for the maximum diffusion. Thin surface. Yes, for the quick diffusion. Good blood supply. Also yes. And then good ventilation with air. So we need the choice of all of them tick. So the correct answer is D. Question 9. When the hormone adrenaline is released in human, it causes changes in breathing rate and pupil size. What are the correct changes? Breathing rate and pupil size. So what happened to the breathing rate? Yes, it will increase the breathing rate. So we will eliminate A and B. What about the pupil size? It increases or decreases? Yes, so we will eliminate decreases. As the correct answer, it increases the breathing rate and increases the pupil size. So the correct answer is D. Question 10. The table shows some possible tropic responses in plant. So we have the part of the plant, maybe root, maybe shoot, and about the direction of growth. Response to the gravity and the light from one direction. So what about the root? Does it move away the gravity or toward the gravity? Yes, toward the gravity. So we have toward the gravity and eliminate this one. Okay. And what about the root? Yes, it away. Okay. What about the shoot? It's away from the gravity. Yes. And toward the root. What about the shoot? This toward the gravity? No. And away from light? No. So what are the correct tropic responses for gravitropism and phototropism? So we need the choices to be 2 and 3. So the correct answer is C. Question 11. Which row shows the anther and stigma of an insect-pollinated flower? Insect-pollinated flower, we know that that's inside the flower, so we will accept number 1. Ignore number 2. And what about the stigma? We know this kept inside it, not hanged or not feathery, so we will ignore 3 and we need 4. So the correct answer for the anther is 1 and 1. This wrong and this right. Okay. So the correct answer is B. Question 12. What gives the human embryo protection from mechanical shock? Amniotic fluid, cervix, placenta, umbilical cord. Which one of them is the correct answer? Yes, that gives the protection from shocks, amniotic fluid. Question 13. The diagram shows part of the carbon cycle. Which arrows represent the decomposition and combustion? So when we revise it with each other, when we have the dead organism, so we can find this number 2 to the air, which is decomposition. From the plant trees to the carbon dioxide in the air, this is photosynthesis. And from the air to the plant, this respiration. And from fossil fuel to carbon dioxide in the air, this is combustion. So this is 4. So we need the choice of 2 and 4. So the correct answer is D. Thank you so much and see you in the next exam. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.